Tying the knot with the person one loves usually means they also have to maintain a good relationship with their partner's parents. Sometimes people fail to have a good bond with their in-laws due to differences in opinions and many other things. Before we continue, please take some time to subscribe to Dailydose, like and share this video with your friends. The woman in today's story also had a bad experience with her fiancé's mother before her big day. Her niece, Choco Alice, shared her story on Reddit's forum Mother-in-Laws from Hell to tell netizens what happened between the woman and her future mother-in-law. The Redditor started her post by sharing that her aunt was a dressmaker and wished to design and stitch a beautiful bridal dress for herself. However, it wasn't as simple as it seemed for her to wear what she wanted. The woman's future mother-in-law's wish was that the bride wear the dress she wore at her wedding. She didn't want her son's fiancé to wear anything other than what she wore years ago. The bride-to-be didn't reject the idea at first. She saw the dress and thought it was beautiful, but she didn't feel it was her style. She knew the dress's cut wouldn't suit her, so she politely refused, hoping it wouldn't offend her fiancé's mother. The older woman seemed upset after learning that the bride-to-be was adamant about wearing the dress she was sewing for herself. At that time, the Redditor's aunt noticed her future mother-in-law's behavior, but didn't pay much attention. She had no idea that the older woman's feelings would soon turn into something unexpected. What did the mother-in-law do? After a few months of working hard on her dream dress, the woman told her soon-to-be-in-laws that her wedding dress was ready. Upon hearing the news, her fiancé's mother invited her over and asked her to bring the dress. The woman agreed and arrived at her fiancé's house with her wedding dress. She noticed that her future father-in-law wasn't at home. It was just her mother-in-law who had a plan in mind. Once she entered the house, the older woman asked if she could hold the dress. Before my aunt could respond, Male grabbed it from her, went to a different room, and locked the door, the Redditor revealed. A few moments later, the woman's mother-in-law emerged from the room with the wedding dress ripped apart. The bride-to-be was shocked to see her dress torn apart. She had spent so much time working hard to stitch the perfect dress for herself, and now all she could see was a ripped skirt with a ruined bodice. "Since your wedding is next week and this thing is ruined, you can wear my wedding dress instead," the older lady said. Feeling shocked, the bride-to-be took the torn dress and immediately left the house. The heartbroken woman drove back home with tears rolling down her cheeks. She couldn't believe that her mother-in-law could do something like this. Soon she told her fiancé about it. Feeling angry at what his mother did, the man asked her to stay at their house and returned with over $1,000, saying he asked his mother to pay for the dress. The woman was still upset that she couldn't wear the dress she had designed, but had a good time at her wedding. When her niece posted her story on Reddit, many people shared their opinions in the comments section. Netizens were furious upon learning what had happened. One Redditor said, "Dang, that's crazy. I'm glad he handled it and made his mom pay for it. Lots of sons have trouble accepting money from their moms, but she definitely needed to pay." A second netizen said she would have agreed to wear her mother-in-law's dress so she could get her hands on it and tear it into pieces. She also said she would have uninvited her mother-in-law from her wedding. "I would have called the police and not allowed her at the wedding," another Redditor commented. Meanwhile, another user stated, "I would have accepted the dress, then set it on fire."